welcome back to Witch Dailies Countdown to Halloween, Countdown to the Samhain season. Today we are going to talk about Hecate, the goddess of the crossroads. And Hecate is particularly important as we approach Samhain because she is often the depiction of the crone that a lot of witches use around the Samhain season. As we get closer to Samhain, we're going to share a Samhain ritual with you and prepare you for it. And part of the ritual is that you give yourself the opportunity to meet with both the crone and the maiden. The crone for embracing what has been and the maiden for embracing what will be. But to understand the crone, one of the best doorways to that is to understand Hecate. Some people call her Hecate. That's fine either way. The Greek pronunciation is Hecate. She's a very interesting goddess. As far as we know, she may predate the Greek pantheons that we know. She may have been brought in from other Greek areas or have been there before the kind of more well-known Greek pantheons that we're familiar with Athena and Zeus. She is a goddess of the crossroads, and even to this day, if you want help making a decision, Hecate is one of the best ways to help you with that decision. She's one of the best deities, goddesses to work with in order to get help making that kind of decision. And the way that you would do this is you go to a crossroads. Usually the preference is a place where 3 roads meet, not 2. So a place where 3 roads meet would have at least three arms to it, or 4 arms to it. So you want to have, multiple directions that you can go in if you go to this crossroads. If there's not anything like that close, just go to a crossroads to try to meet up with her and see how you feel at that place. It should be in the dark of night, and you should call her by name. And you should make a sacrifice of some kind. Now, that's not to say any kind of living thing should be sacrificed. A sacrifice I'm talking about is similar to what we have in our sacrifice video, where we talk about something that is sacred to you. You make something sacred to you so that it can be offered to the goddess Hecate to help you with your endeavor. So for most people, this is money or time, especially in the time that we're in right now. If you make an offering to Hecate at the crossroads, you better keep your word. You can do things like drop coins at the crossroads, or you can write down your vow on a piece of paper and bury it at the crossroads. For most people, the idea of meeting Hecate is very scary. She's associated with death. She's associated with kind of the liminal realms between the worlds. She is thought to wander between the worlds themselves. I see Hecate as kind of a gateway to the other world. She's the mistress or matron of death and the unknown, right? She's considered a goddess of witches or a goddess of sorcery, a goddess. She knows about plants, she knows about animals, she knows about life and death. She's often depicted as the crone, but she didn't start out as a crone in mythology. She started out as a goddess who had been wronged. So she often gets associated with Nemesis as well, though those two are not necessarily connected directly. If you want to understand Hecate, then you have to be willing to look at paradox, right? She may give you an answer that makes no sense to you, but she's asking you to kind of turn inward, right? She's also associated with dogs. So, the joke, the hounds of hell, those are her dogs. The 3-headed dog, Cerberus, that is her dog as well. So it used to be that the goddess Hecate was seen as having 3 faces to correlate with the crossroads. And then that kind of got down to either 3 faces for her or her 3-headed dog. So if you see her in her singular form, you may see her with a 3-headed dog. Or you may see the triumvirate, the 3 faces of Hecate, sometimes maiden, mother, and crone, as associated with those 3 faces. And sometimes it's just the 3-headed dog for being at the crossroads. The thing about working with Hecate is she will show you the darkness, right? So if you're thinking that you need her help with something, she may take you through the key of polarity to get to what you need. She's known as the keeper of the keys. She is the keeper of the keys of mystery. So in our work, when we talk about having access to the keys of magic that have been since the 18th century called the laws of magic, they're actually the keys of magic, and Hecate keeps the keys of magic. She's the one you have to go to if you want to understand what a particular key can do for you. So if you are searching for something, right, remember she's going to work with you in polarity, potentially, because she is in that liminal place. There's not a lot of good and evil when you are in a liminal place. It's a very gray area, right? The veils are kind of shifting all the time. So the trick with her is to know exactly what it is you're asking and to know how to ask the question, right? If you go to the crossroads and ask for help with a new job, then you have to know, do you want a new job in your field? Do you want a new job far away? Do you want a job where you are? Don't give yourself over to the possibility of getting caught in a loophole, right? Because she may run you through the polarity, not because she's evil or because she's bad, but because she's just trying to show you the inside out of the question that you are asking or the help that you are asking for. She also wants you to be in the liminal space with her. That's typical for the goddess Hecate. She's not asking for you to do something for her. She's asking you often to make a sacrifice for humanity or to make a sacrifice for the betterment of someone else. As a goddess of crones, she is a goddess of wisdom. So she's going to be looking for the wisest option for you, but she may do it by teaching you a lesson, by you gaining wisdom, not her, right? So just have all of that in your mind as you're working with her. I have found that working with Hecate can be really, really powerful. I've multiple times gone to crossroads looking for answers to questions. Within a few weeks, I get an answer that I had not thought of. For myself, I almost always make a donation of money for Hecate, not because she's particularly interested in money herself, but because it does the most good in the world, and Hecate is a goddess that looks for the promotion of wisdom in the world and the promotion of change in the world from a profound place. So I often give to animal charities, for example, if I'm working with Hecate, because she is also a mistress of hounds. She has the hounds of hell at her beck and call. So you don't have to do it my way. You can do it your own way, but this I have found has been the ways that have worked for me. So as you are thinking about and getting ready for Samhain, prepare. Think about what can Hecate, how can you invite Hecate into your life, whether it's just as a nominal idea of a goddess or as an actual deity that you can have a relationship with. You'll find that you're going to have a lot more, robust awareness in your magic if you have a relationship with Hecate. She is not going to let you get away with stuff, let's put it that way. And she especially should be honored at Samhain as the crone who changes the year for us, right? And brings about change as we move forward. So, need some help? Go to the crossroads, make a donation to an animal charity, ask for help, write it down, know exactly what you're asking for, and be prepared for a little bit of a topsy-turvy ride. So I hope you are enjoying these videos. As we get closer to Samhain, we're going to just keep getting more and more in-depth with different kinds of magical knowledge and witchcraft practice, and some of it just downright fun, Samhain, witchy goings-on and kitchen stuff, and we're going to have a good time. We are having a good time. So sign up for these daily videos, and we will see you again tomorrow.